Hello scholars. Today we are going to start with Geography chapter 7, that is major industries. You all might have heard of this word industry in your day-to-day life. Sugar industry, textile industry, film industry and many more. So we can say that this word industry is somehow related to our life very closely. So in reference to this chapter, first of all we'll study what is industry basically. The word industry is taken from a Latin word industria, which means hard work. This word will take us back to the 18th century during the time of Industrial Revolution. The time when Industrial Revolution occurred led to a development in modern machinery. But before that, men and women, they have to work for nearby 16 to 18 hours for producing a particular good. So that word industry is considered on the basis of their hard work. But in present scenario, the meaning of industry has changed. Nowadays, industry means any economic activity which is related to the production of goods, extraction of minerals, or provision of services. Example, sugar industry, textile industry, banking industry and so on. The activities which are related to an industry basically relates with the production and manufacturing of goods. Basically in an industry, the raw materials are converted into finished products with the help of human skills and machinery. The finished goods have more value and utility as compared to the raw materials. So the manufacturing activities, which are basically a part of secondary economic activity, consist of food processing, making clothes out of cotton, construction, etc. And these manufacturing activities are done in different type of industries. So now we are going to study about different types of industries. Industries are classified on different bases. First of all, the industries are classified on the basis of raw materials which are used in the industry. Different type of industries according to the raw material used are agro-based industries, mineral-based industries, marine-based industries and forest-based industries. So now we'll be discussing about these type of industries. Firstly, agro-based industries. These industries basically are based on agricultural products, or we can say that when the raw material for any industry is being provided from plants and animals, these type of industries are known as agro-based industries. Example, sugar industry, cotton textile industry, leather industry, etc. Second is mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industries are very important for every industry, or we can say that these industries are basically primary industries because these industries only provide different type of machinery for other industries so that they can convert raw materials into finished products. These industries used mineral ores as raw materials and other industries fed on the products which are made by these industries. Example of mineral-based industries are iron and steel industry. Third type of industry is marine-based industry. The industry which gets raw material from aquatic plants and animals is termed as marine-based industries. Next is forest-based industries. These type of industries get raw materials from forest, or we can say that the industries which depend on forest for getting the raw material are termed as forest-based industries. Example is paper industry. Next we are going to study about the classification of industries on the basis of ownership. Ownership basically refers to the person who is the owner of that industry. So different type of industries on the basis of ownership are private sector industries, public sector industries, joint sector industries and cooperative sector industries. First of all, we are going to discuss about public sector industries. These industries are basically owned by the government, and that's why are known as state owned or public sector industries. In these industries, people's money is being invested in setting up of these industries. Most of the heavy industries are generally public sector industries because these industries are owned by the government. Example, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Indian Oil Corporation, etc. Next, we are going to study about private sector industries. These type of industries are basically owned by an individual or a group of individuals. People set up these type of industries with their own funds. These industries are basically of two types: proprietary concern and joint stock companies. Proprietary concerns are basically the private limited companies and are funded by a single individual and are basically small scale industries. On the other hand, joint stock companies are basically public limited companies which are having a group of individuals as its owner, and the investment is done equally by each shareholder, and even the profit is shared equally among every shareholder. In such companies, the shareholders are having the right to vote and elect their board of directors, who will indirectly govern the country on the basis of all the shareholders. Example, Reliance, Tata Iron and Steel Company, etc. Third type of industry is joint sector industries. The industries which are owned and run together by government or an individual or group of individuals together is known as joint sector industries. In these type of industries, the partner shares the investment, profit and employment. Example of these industries are Bharat Aluminium Limited Company and Hindustan Zinc Company, etc. Fourth type of industry is cooperative sector industries. These industries are owned and operated both by the producers or suppliers of raw material, workers, or both. It means that one of the employee and one of the employer together they are running an industry. These type of industries are termed as cooperative sector industries. In these type of industries, a cooperative society is formed by a private individual under the Cooperative Society Act. In these industries, the profit earned is distributed among all the members of the cooperative society. Example of these industries are Amul and Sudha Dairy. In this, the manufacturers or the suppliers, they are working along with the workers who provides them the raw material, and the profit is equally shared among both. Next, we are going to study about the types of industries on the basis of their size. Classification of industries on the basis of their size are large scale industries and small scale industries. The industries that use heavy input or investment and capital is termed as large scale industries. Large scale industries basically produces the things in bulk, or we can say that any industry which produces goods in a large amount is termed as a large scale industries. These industries require many workers or laborers and advanced machinery for producing the goods. These industries even require huge amount of capital and advanced technology. Example of these industries are Reliance Industries, Steel Authority of India Limited, etc. Next is small scale industry. These industries are also termed as household industries or cottage industries. Basically, in these type of industries, the product is manufactured either by hand or by skilled artisans. These type of industries require small investment, few laborers, and very simple tools for making the products. Or we can say that in these type of industries, generally the family members are working together to produce the things. These type of industries require less raw material and can be even run from anywhere and does not need any sort of technology. Example of these type of industries are basket weaving, pottery, etc. Next, we are going to study about the classification of industry on the basis of intensity of resources. Intensity of resources basically means that which type of resource is used and in what quantity. So the classification of industries on the basis of intensity of resources are capital intensive industries and labor intensive industries. Capital intensive industries are the industries which require more amount of capital for producing the goods. Or we can say that the industries in which capital is more important than labor are capital intensive industries. Examples are paper industry, iron and steel industry, etc. Next is labor intensive industries. The industries in which labor is more important as compared to the capital, or we can say that the industries that works on human power rather than mechanical power or the investment is termed as labor intensive industries. Example, brick industry, labor scrap industry, etc. So these were different type of industries on the basis of raw materials, size, ownership and intensity of resources. Next, we are going to study about the factors which are affecting the industries. As we have discussed about industry, that industries play a very important role in our life because whatever we are using in our day-to-day life, everything we are getting from industries. Or we can say that each and every product which is used by us is manufactured in one or the other industries. So there are certain factors which affect the location of industries, because before setting up an industry, you need a suitable area or location where the industry should be set up. So the factors which are affecting the location of industries are raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport, market and communication. Now we are going to study about these factors in detail. First of all, we are going to study about raw material. Location of industries also depend on the availability of raw material. Basically, the industries are set up in those areas from where the raw material can be easily obtained, or from where the transportation of raw material is easy and cheaper. The industries like cotton industries is set up basically in the areas from where the cotton can be easily available. Or heavy industries like iron and steel industry are basically set up in the plateau region from where iron can easily be obtained and can be transported, because the transportation of heavy and bulky material is very costly and it is not safe to be transported from one place to another. So in this manner, the type of industry which is set up in any area is related with the accessibility of raw material. Second factor is land. Land is a major factor which relates with the setting up of industries, because as we know, as per the terrain, it is difficult to build an infrastructure. Basically, setting up of any industry requires a large area. So it is possible only on plains area to set up an industry conveniently, because construction on plains area is easy and cheaper as compared to the hilly areas or the dry terrains, because availability of resources is even easy in plains area as compared to any other landform. Nowadays, basically the industries are set up in the outskirts of towns and cities, because the land in these areas are basically cheaper and people can easily get a large area of land for setting up of any industry. Next, we are going to study about water. In every industry, water is required in abundance, because for running of every industry, water is used as a coolant for cooling up the machinery and even it is used for different cleaning purposes in every industry. So that is the reason that the places which are near to any water source are more accessible for setting up the industries. Next factor is labor. As we have discussed, every industry needs labor in more or less number. So the type of labor which are required in every industries are of two types: skilled laborers and unskilled laborers. Every industry needs both skilled and unskilled labor. As per the type of industry, the variety of laborers change. If we talk about cottage industry, more number of unskilled laborers are required. But if we talk about any other industry which is using heavy machines, more skilled laborers are required to operate the machines as compared to unskilled laborers. So the areas which are having easy access to laborers are more accessible for industries. So we can say that the industries which are located in populated regions does not face any problem related to the availability of laborers, and on the other hand, the industries which are set up in hilly or mountainous regions, they face problem with the easy availability of laborers. So in this manner, availability of labor is very important for setting up of an industry. Next factor is power. Power is equally important in each and every industry, because every industry needs power or electricity to run the machinery which they are using for producing goods. Power is very essential for the smooth running of an industry. That's why many of the industries are set up in the areas where power can be easily available. Coal, petroleum and electricity are the main sources of power for each and every industry. Next factor is capital. Capital basically means the initial investment which is needed to set up an industry. If an individual or a group of individuals wants to set up an industry, they should have sufficient amounts of funds to invest for setting up an industry. For this purpose, the governments are providing loans at low interest rates so that the people can set up industries. So in this manner, government is providing a helping hand in setting up of different type of industries by the individuals or even by the government. Next factor is transport. Transport also plays a very important role in connection to the industries. As we have already discussed, that to provide raw material for any industry, transportation is very important. And even for selling the finished goods into the market, there too transportation plays a very important role. So the industry should be set up in those areas which are having availability of transport services. The places where industries are set up should have roadways, railways, airways and waterways as a means of transport. So any area which is having dense and developed transport system is more apt for setting up an industry. Next factor is market. Market is very important for the demand and supply of a product. Once the finished product is ready, a market is needed to sell the product. So the industry should be set up in such an area which is more accessible to the nearby market so that the product can be sold very easily and will result in huge profit. Generally, the market should be accessible to both consumers and producers so that easy demand and sale of products can be done. Next factor is communication. Communication is equally important in relation to the industry. Every industry should have a well-developed communication system because it makes the owners aware of the subsidies, the taxes, the interest rates and other required information. In this manner, all these factors are very important for setting up an industry and for finding a suitable place for the location of industries. So with this, we are going to wind up today's topics, and in the next class we'll be discussing about industrial system and different type of important industries which are running in our country. So before winding up the class, let's discuss about some of the important topics which we have studied today. Industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals, or the provision of services. Industries can be classified on the basis of raw materials, on the basis of ownership, on the basis of size, and on the basis of intensity of resources. Types of industries on the basis of raw materials are agro-based, mineral-based, marine-based, and forest-based industries. Types of industries on the basis of ownership are public sector, private sector, joint sector, and cooperative sector industries. Types of industries on the basis of size are large-scale and small-scale industries. Types of industries on the basis of intensity of resources are capital-intensive and labor-intensive industries. The factors affecting location of industries are raw materials, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport, market, and communication. So this was all about whatever we have studied today. With this, we are going to wind up today's class. Good day for now. Stay home, stay safe.